Hello, hello, and welcome. I got the thumbs up, so it is time to open up the doors to Daily with Doc. Hello, and welcome to Daily with Doc. My name is Rebecca Dukes, known by my friends as Becca, and I will be your host for the next 50 minutes of empowering information that empowers you as an individual. Folks, we are empowered individuals. Please don't ever forget that. But we empower you with information that you can put in your toolbox to be able to use on your own we're a resource, folks. We're a resource to an amazing community of health-minded, wellness-minded people that are coaching others to better health. So if you are either healthy and want to stay healthy, which is the easiest actually, or you are looking for a better health journey because you're not quite wanting to be where you want to be, you are in the right place. So make sure that you remember who shared this program with you. And then afterwards, don't forget to get back with them and tell them thank you for sharing this information with you today. So for those of you who are here live with us in the Zoom room, you are more than welcome to raise your hand and ask questions. So Dr. Wallach is going to be doing an opening monologue, sharing some exciting information that's going on that he is in the middle of or leading, or yeah, he's just the man on top, guys. He's going to be sharing some information on that, and then we're going to go into questions and answers. So the people who are here live with us in the Zoom room, make sure that you have that chat option open, because our amazing Marilyn is an incredible typist, and she's going to be doing dictation and making notes throughout. And so is, I believe, Phyllis is going to be adding to that as well. So you do not want to miss that chat. Now, if you're not here live with us and you would like to be, you are welcome to join us on DailywithDocZoom.com. So that is a live Zoom that happens from 12 to 12:50 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, almost every week of the year. We're taking a little bit of time off here and there, but for the most part, we are here. So if you are watching a replay or watching us live and you would like to join us live, then go ahead and jump on over to DailywithDocZoom.com. This program is sponsored by DailywithDoc.com. So you will be able to find replays on our website, but you can also find them on our YouTube channels. We are Critical Health News on YouTube and Rumble. We're Critical Health on Facebook, and we are Daily with Doc on almost everything else. So if you're on a platform, look us up, Daily with Doc. Find us, like us, follow us, share us, whatever it takes or whatever is available. Let's make sure that people understand how empowered they really are and what they can do on their own through intentional practices, folks. Intentional. It's not just what we don't put in our mouth, but it's what we do put in our mouth, what we have in our environments, what we put on our skin. It all matters. Now, the FDA does require us to let you know that this program is for informational purposes only on the importance of supplementation and nutrition. The doctor that we have with us, he actually sued the FDA so that we could say more of the truth about how important nutrition is. So important that he took it upon himself, he and his legal team, he paid to sue the FDA to make sure that those needed essential nutrients are in our baby formulas so we can have healthier babies. Because if you have healthier babies, that just leads into healthier teens, healthier adults, healthier seniors. Folks, we cannot overlook the importance of nutrition even before conception, because that's where it all starts, with those cells coming together, continually creating. If they don't have the building blocks needed to create healthy cells, they're just not going to be as healthy as they possibly can be. So with that being said, it is my honor and privilege. Oh, one more thing. This program is not meant to take the place of your primary care physician, and you should consult your physician before starting any dietary program, including drinking water. So without further ado, let's bring on with us Dr. Joel Wallach, who's Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and a doctorate of veterinary medicine, 3 postdoctorates in pathology. For those of you who don't know what that is, he cut everything up. He diagnosed it. He analyzed it. He put it into charts. He put it into books, and even has one of his books, The Diseases of Exotic Animals, held as a national treasure in the Smithsonian Museum. And if that was not enough, after finding cause, cure, prevention of a few different diseases, and he posted them and they were published, he became a naturopathic physician, but he didn't get recognized for those accomplishments until after he became a naturopathic physician. So there's a lot of stuff going on, Dr. Wallach, that we're not going to wait that many years before you get recognized on. Why don't you tell us all about it?
Okay, well, it's very exciting, and thank you. I mean, we've been working like crazy. I know I've been working the last 78 hours, and Rebecca's been working 28 hours a minute. Okay, I know she's working hard all over the map and so forth. And we've got this case report that's been accepted for publication for the Journal of our health coaches. And it's going to be published before the end of this month. I'm very excited about this. This is going to get the information out at a professional level that's different than people just talking about it, okay? Very, very excited. And that's what Cheryl Morley and Paul Crow, the editors of that, very proud of them. And so
I'm the editor. They're the co-founders of the Institute, Dr. Wallach.
I'm sorry?
They are the co-founders of the Institute of Wholistic Health. I'm the editor of the journal.
Well, there you go.
Chief. Like I
Thank
wanted another title, Dr. Wallach. I have plenty. So folks, if you're really good at editing and you want to take on something like this and you want to be part of the health coach course, just let me know. Reach out to me, DailywithDoc.com. Use contact us. Send us an email. We're here for you. Go ahead, Dr. Wallach.
Okay, so I don't get this wrong. I'm going to read like 2 or 3 paragraphs here out of the front end of this case report. Case reports are extremely valuable in the history of medicine, okay, because usually they fly in the face of what everybody believes and come out with a case report showing that it's all wrong and got to go a different direction. And, you know, I was a guy who found the cause, prevention, and cure of cystic fibrosis. It's supposed to be a terrible genetic birth defect in humans. I'm the guy that found the cause, prevention, and cure of muscular dystrophy. Thank goodness Jerry Lewis was still alive when we figured that out, and he knew that we had found the cause, prevention, and cure of muscular dystrophy. Jerry's kids, very proud of that. Also found the cause and prevention of sudden death syndrome. Doctors were saying mothers were laying on their babies and suffocating. It was really just a simple nutritional deficiency disease. So very proud of those 3 things. And, you know, I never had one doctor ever call me or write me or send me an email or anything. Hey, thanks, Wallach. We really appreciate what you're doing for the community. I didn't have one doctor after cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, and sudden death syndrome, wiping them out. Didn't get one communication from any medical doctors. So that tells you where they're coming from. Okay, here we go. This is an abstract of these case report that's going into the journal for the health coaches, okay? You see here, the predicted course of Parkinson's disease is 7 to 10 years, ending in death, resulting in a gradual progressive collapse of the central nervous system, typical of a demyelinating, loss of the white matter of the brain, including tremors, rigidity, humming, balance problems, balance issues each year in the United States. Now, this is an increase, okay, because I was previously giving out the numbers from 2019, and Rebecca got the numbers from 2023. And so I was saying that there's 500,000 cases of Parkinson's disease constantly. Now there's 1 million cases in 2023 Parkinson's disease. I was saying there's 50,000 new cases every year diagnosed in America. No, there's 90,000 new cases diagnosed and 37,000 deaths, okay, from the disease each year. Now, the background of this case report is a 75-year-old female, Madeline O. We can't give her last name yet, 175 pounds. And she was diagnosed with the classic symptoms of Parkinson's disease in 2012 by the Rush University Medical Center in Chicago, Illinois. Very famous medical school, okay, and clinic. The patient was given an annual physical every year for 11 years, with continuous confirmation of symptoms of Parkinson's disease and the treatment using pharmaceuticals. Okay, here we go. The patient was started on the Wallach recommended formulations, okay, at the beginning of this year. The formula given to Madeline included eliminating all the bad foods, no fried food, no processed meat, and all that kind of stuff, which slowly destroy myelin, the white matter of the brain, all that. And then supplemented with a foundation, okay, I'm going to switch pages here, supplemented foundation of targeted approach using the formulas recommended by me, Dr. Wallach, okay. Now, here's the results. After 2.5 months, just 2.5 months, 75 days on my program versus 11 years on their program, Madeline went to her scheduled annual physical, be the 12th physical in 12 years, determined to be free from all the Parkinson's disease symptoms after 11 years of positive annual reports and getting worse. Conclusion, here it is. It appears that by providing an adequate diet, okay, including good foods and eliminating bad foods, and supplementing with the known required nutrients to support, maintain, and repair myelin, the brain and spinal cord reverse all of the demyelinating diseases. Holy moly. And of course, Parkinson's disease was diagnosed first in 1817. And there's a whole thing here of references and stuff at the back of this article. So that'll be part of the publication. And then one other piece, let's see here. This is, I don't know how this is going to be used, maybe help the authors, or not the authors, but the editors. New study indicates Parkinson's disease is 50% more prevalent than previously thought. Okay, we went over that. Okay. Okay, here we go. In addition, the study looked at the geographical variation in diagnoses and found a higher incidence of Parkinson's disease in certain areas in the United States, in the Midwest, South, as well as Southern California and Southeastern Texas and Central Pennsylvania, Florida. Okay, the critical finding builds on past work and updated estimation of prevalence of Parkinson's disease. Now, you have to appreciate nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket around the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like gold and silver. So you can be eating the exact same recipe as somebody who's 2 counties over or next state up, and eating the same exact recipe, cooked the exact same way, and you might be deficient in 25 minerals, and they're getting a deficiency of only 1 or 3, or maybe no deficiencies, okay, because of what's in the soil, what is not in the soil. Our big hammer came down on us at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, when Thomas Edison pulled that switch on electricity. For thousands and thousands and thousands of years, okay, before the Old Testament, we had been using wood and coal as fuel. Everybody's taking the wood ashes and putting them in their garden, using them to spice and their food. Same way with coal ashes. Now, wood ashes and coal ashes are 98% minerals, only 2 or 3% carbon. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, Thomas Edison pulled that switch. And within 18 years, by 1900, the turn of the 20th century, suddenly now we had 50 or more new diseases nobody ever seen before. They're all nutritional deficiency diseases, because suddenly we didn't have access to those minerals anymore because we gave up the wood ashes and coal ashes to make electricity, right? We had hydroelectric from dams, okay? And we had sunshine electricity, okay? Driving turbines and everything. But we gave up all our minerals when we went to electricity. How much minerals do you get when you use electricity in your house? You plug in the iron, you plug in the TV, you plug in the stove. None. And so this is why we have all these nutritional deficiencies, because we gave up our historical source of nutrition, which the good Lord gave us. And once we went to electricity, if they would have said, okay, now everybody needs a supplement with 90 essential nutrients to make up the difference, but they didn't do that. They just said, just don't pay attention. That's just nonsense. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything will be fine. Okay, that was a big, 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 bad, bad, bad thing. Okay, and so now we actually have a book out also. It's it has to do with Hell's Kitchen. The book is totally on the transition of wood and coal as fuel to electricity and all the diseases we've gotten since that transition from wood and coal to electricity. So with that said, I'm going to turn that over to Rebecca because I'm excited. We are going to be helping so many people, and the team, the Longevity family, is going to be the core of this wonderful thing that's happening here, just like what happened with cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, and sudden death syndrome. This is going to be the big one because now we have the internet. Back then, the internet was not a big thing, and it was easy for all the bad guys to control all the information. But now, guess what? Anybody can get the information out there through the internet. So over to you, Rebecca.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. Yes, we are able to use the internet in a very big way with digital files that we get saved in so many different places that if we get attacked, they can't attack everything because they're not all connected. So that's the nice thing about it. And no, it's not going to get lost in the mail. And if it does, we just resend it. So there's a lot of advantages to technology, Dr. Wallach, and I love that I'm able to be on this end of it with you and making sure that the information does get out to the masses because it's important, folks. You're not going to hear a doctor tell you a whole protocol of what to eat, what not to eat, what to supplement with, and why, okay? When it comes to maintaining, maintaining or regaining health. They get educated in these great colleges that are unfortunately sponsored by a pharmaceutical industry that wants to promote the use of chemicals to mask symptoms. We're not into masking symptoms. We're looking at, okay, what's the underlying cause? And this is something that Dr. Wallach has been doing for at least 6 decades. What was the underlying cause? And then addressing what the underlying cause was, seeing if it worked, and it did. And here we are today. And this is just the first of many, many case studies that I am working on. And this is going to be an amazing tool that we are putting together for the Institute of Wholistic Health coaches in this journal for them to be able to use as another tool. So folks, if you have an interest in health and you would like to join us on this crusade and become a certified holistic health coach, you can go to Coach with Doc. That's coachwithdoc.com. Get some more information about the coaching program and get started because it goes through the 4 areas of health, how they're affected by nutritional deficiencies. And then it doesn't stop there. It goes into solutions. Folks, we can have all the information in the world on everything that's wrong with everything. But unless we have solutions on what needs to be done in order to correct the problem, you're not going to make any progress. So let's make a massive impact on progress to regaining the health for a healthier world. And that's what I like about this, Dr. Wallach. We are in many countries. We are expanding to additional countries. So folks, no matter where you are in this world, you have a place in being able to be part of the crusade that brings back wellness. Not managing sickness, but brings back and promotes wellness. So we have lots of hands up, Dr. Wallach.
Well, you get an A+. You did a great job of explaining what's going on here. And again, the whole idea is to get as many people involved as possible to get this information out there, because there's only in the history, there's only a dozen times when which I say significant discoveries were made that eliminated diseases. Now, Rebecca said it correctly. The medical system is designed to create something that will relieve pain and discomfort. Okay, that's their main goal. Okay, is to relieve pain and discomfort. And so we're looking for that also, but also we want to add 25 to 50 healthful years to your life. Okay, we can do that. You give your body what it needs, body can help itself.
Healthy years.
Yes, healthy years, absolutely.
Not just extend sickness, but healthy years. That's what I'm most passionate about, Dr. Wallach, because I was in that state where I was too young to feel as old as I did.
We were getting all those old people diseases.
I was getting all those old people diseases, and I was diagnosed with it at 30. And I mean, being able to see it on an MRI, like you promote all the time, and having a neurologist think he was coming into the wrong room after looking at my reports and slides, it explained why I felt so bad, why I hurt all the time, why I was getting compression fractures. But it didn't give me any solutions or an underlying cause. So here we've got a problem, didn't know the underlying cause, and their only solution was a back surgery and pain meds. I didn't do either. I didn't do either because I have an aunt that went down that road, and like 27, 28 surgeries later to fix what the first one did, the damage. I don't know how she's still alive, but she went from 5'6", beautiful, thin, to barely able to stand up to 4'5", I think is what it is. And in constant agony and pain. So folks, don't go down that track. Give Dr. Wallach 90 days on his recommendations and program before making any type of invasive decisions. We're all about non-invasive. So nutrition in the right form and taking out those things that are causing the damage in the first place. It's an easy step. It's not simple, but it's easy. And it takes mindset to be able to make it happen and make it happen most efficiently. And it takes somebody guiding you with the right direction. So that's one thing that I love about the coaching program, Dr. Wallach, is because the course goes through so many different modules, all the different areas of health. And it goes not quite into the anatomy as far as, deep like a doctor would, but the cause and effect of nutrition. And for me, when I can see, okay, you do this, you get this effect. You do this, hey, there's a different outcome. That speaks louder than a book this thick that tells me what's connected to what. So with that being said, I'm going to get off my soapbox. And we're going to go to the first hand that is up, Dr. Wallach. And Steve, go ahead and unmute yourself. You are on live with Dr. Wallach. Oh, he turned his camera off. Hi, Steve.
Hello, how are you?
Fabulous. You're on live with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. I'm
How can we help you,
73
sir?
years old, and I have some issues. I can't smell things, although I can taste pretty good. I was hit by a truck in 1993 or 1991, head on while I was riding my motorcycle. And I sustained some very severe injuries, broken bones, internal bleeding, concussion. I was in the hospital several months. And Carmen helped me to recover a good bit. I'm working with the 90 for Life now. And I currently weigh 270 pounds. I was 420 pounds when I got out of my wheelchair. And I got out of my wheelchair 10 years ago. Decided I was not going to be in that again. So now I'm 270 and working on getting down to 180. So I would like a little guidance on what I can do.
108. How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet tall and 180 should be my
Oh,
ideal.
180. I thought you said 108.
Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. How many times you wake up at night to urinate? Once, 3 times, 5 times?
Depends, usually about 2 or 3 times, typically from 3 to 4 o'clock.
Okay. Do you have any high blood pressure, or diabetes?
I did have diabetes, but it's gone now.
Okay. Are you taking supplements for that?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Do
Well,
you
he
have any
just said that
tinnitus or
he's on
ringing
the
in your
90,
ears?
Doc.
Huh?
He did say that he's on the 90 program.
Oh, well, then you are taking supplements.
Well, yeah, I'm taking the plant-derived minerals, and currently we have the microbiome,
Mm-hmm.
and
Good.
we just got a box in today for some other odds and ends.
Okay. Do you have anything going on with tinnitus? Any ringing in the ears?
I do have tinnitus. I was in Vietnam in the 1970s.
Okay. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
What branch of the service were you in?
Air Force.
All right. Well, yeah, I retired as Lieutenant Colonel in the Air Force. So,
I
okay,
left
brother.
out of there as a staff sergeant after 6 years.
Okay. So, also, do you have any balance issues now?
Only since I, really not much, but I do, and I am careful to make sure I can hold on to something just in case my
Okay.
knee or hip
Good.
collapses on me.
Okay. Let's see here. Do you have anything going on with your heart? Any irregular heart rate, slow heart rate, fast
Okay,
heart rate?
I do have tachycardia.
You do have
I am,
tachycardia?
yeah, I am taking a product called Sodalaw. I think
Okay.
originally it's called Beta Pace.
Okay. Now,
And I
I
take,
didn't ask that. When you have osteoporosis of the skull and the skull is squeezing the 10th cranial nerve, you get stuff going on with your heart. You get
uh-huh,
tachycardia, which is fast heart rate. You get bradycardia, which is slow heart rate. You get irregular heart rate, which is called atrial fibrillation. And the doctors want to treat all three of those as a heart disease, but all three of them are just really osteoporosis of the skull squeezing the 10th cranial nerve.
uh-huh.
Okay, so here we go. And I'm sure you're already on the right track, but for our listeners, at 270 pounds, I want you to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no bran, oats, no buckwheat. There's no gluten in buckwheat, but buckwheat does have phagopyrines, which are 10 times worse than gluten. No sugar, no carbonated drinks, even the diet drinks got to go, and no carbonated water because carbonation neutralizes your stomach acid, so you cannot absorb minerals or digest food. Now, to 270 pounds, I want you to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. That's a full dose of everything twice a day. I want you to take 2 bottles a month of our MSM. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, and dinner time. And they're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone mix, bone cell. And so that's going to help your immune system significantly. You can make white blood cells and also, let's see here, your antibodies, platelets, red blood cells, all because you're putting the right stuff in for your bone marrow. Okay. And the tinnitus, ringing in the ears, that will go away. That's actually the auditory branch of the atrial nerve being squeezed. Okay. And so I would also throw in one more thing. Well, 2 things. Number one, for energy, you want to use the Rebound or sports drink. It has 100 nutrients in it. Red Bull has 1 mineral. We have 75 minerals in ours. And you do want to watch the Rebound. I have the sticks. Okay, there's 30 of these sticks in a box. We do have the canisters. There's 36 servings in the canisters. Okay, Rebound. We do have the cans, 12-ounce cans. There's 12 cans in a case, but the cans are carbonated. So what I like to do, because I like to drink some of those cans, so what I do is I pop the tops on them before bedtime at night, 2 of them, put them in the refrigerator, so they're flat in the morning, all the carbonation is gone. I'll have one with breakfast. I'll have a half of the second one at lunch, and I'll take the second half of the second one over the afternoon, so I have that energy from those 75 minerals all day. The energy is coming from the minerals, not from sugar and caffeine, like they do with Red Bull. Okay, so keep informed. Let us know what's going on. By taking all these nutrients, you're going to eat less, and so you will lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds if you need to. Okay, keep in touch with us every week or 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever it is, and we'll walk you through this. All right. See here.
you.
You
This
bet.
contact.
Okay,
Okay,
we
thank you so
only
much,
have a
Steve.
minute left. So I
We
do
have a
want
couple
to.
minutes, Doc. Let's go to Aaron.
Oh,
Aaron,
Aaron.
go ahead and unmute yourself.
Sure. So I've been on the 90 Essentials and just about every product the longevity takes for 7, 8 months now.
Okay.
I've never been able to lose weight my entire life. I don't care, you name a diet, I've tried it. I can't get blood sugar under control, and I can't get into ketosis. I normally fast a minimum of 18 hours a day. I don't eat the bad foods. I'm extremely careful what I eat, organic, you name it. I never
Okay,
eat.
Let me interrupt you there. How much do you weigh, sir?
235 pounds.
Okay. Do you have any high blood pressure?
Not normally, no.
Okay, good. Let's see here. Okay, and so your main complaints, you do have blood sugar problems. Okay.
I've taken a ton of the sweeties and vanadium and chromium, and
Okay, what do you eat for breakfast every morning?
I don't eat breakfast. I fast for a minimum of 18 hours a day, so I don't eat till 1 o'clock.
Okay, what do you eat? What do you eat?
Normally for lunch, it'll be like a salad with high fat, some protein, and that's it. And then dinner is usually a lot of fat, healthy fats, and
Okay,
protein.
do you ever eat any spaghetti or noodles or anything like that?
Nope. Never
No.
carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are kept to a minimum of under 50 grams a day.
Okay, so no pancakes, no waffles,
Nope, never.
no pizza crust.
Nothing, no.
Okay.
That's the mystery is how is that
Okay.
possible?
So here we go. You're on the right track. So you want to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet drinks got to go, and carbonated water. At 235 pounds, I would have you taking 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart packs per month. Okay, a full dose thing twice a day. It's a Healthy Brain and Heart pack that has 215 nutrients. Okay, 215 nutrients. The 90 is the core. And then we want you to have 2 bottles a month of our MSM, very important here. Take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time, and they're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes bone itself, including the bone marrow that can make white blood cells and antibodies and platelets and red blood cells. Because you do have kind of a sugar problem off and on, we do want you to take our sweeties. You go ahead and take 3 of those twice or 3 times a day. You'll find out which is better for you. Start out 3 twice a day. If you're on medications for blood sugar issues, don't cold turkey off of it. But as your blood sugar comes into the normal range, you can go ahead and start dropping off of it. Do you ever get low blood sugar where you eat a big meal and then hour later, you get sleepy?
Not normally, no. And I've been taking all of those products for almost 8 months with no changes. Doing
Okay.
everything.
Okay, good. All right. If you want to lose some weight, how tall are you again?
5'7".
Yeah, 5'7". You could lose 30, 40 pounds. And so what we do is have 1 meal a day, our keto shake. Our keto shake comes in chocolate and strawberry. It's a meal replacer. It's not to be added to a meal. It doesn't have to be the same meal every day, depending on your schedule. But 1 keto shake a day, and you'll lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And so you check yourself on the scale every day, and kind of same time every day, and you will, before you go to bed, whatever, and you will see, gosh, I'm losing a half a pound or a pound every day. That's good. So if you want to lose 35 or 40 pounds, you're looking at a month and a half. Okay, you'll get down to where you want to be, and then you can start, adjusting things based on where you're at. Okay, and so instead of having a keto shake every day, 1 meal replacer, and remember, it's a meal replacer. It's not to add to a meal. It's a meal replacer. But if, let's say, instead of having 1 meal every day, a keto shake, you might go to, when you get to where you want to be, try dropping it down to a keto shake once every 3 days instead of every day. But you got to wait until you get down to where you want to be. Okay. You'll love them. They taste good, and again, they're fun. But again, they're a meal replacer. They're not to be added to a meal.
Yeah, I've been following that pretty closely. And like I said, I've been taking all of the longevity products for almost 8 months.
Yeah.
With no
Well, but the keto shake is designed to lose weight. It's got stuff in there.
Right, but you have to, so when you're doing a keto diet, Dr. Wallach, you have to make sure that you stay low on the carbohydrates. Something that I'm sharing in the chat is we have put together a proven plan. We've worked with one of the leaders in longevity that has a master's in nutrition. We put together a keto game plan. So keto90gameplan.com, folks, you will be able to find an ebook that goes through, and it's a proven plan, and it goes more than just the food choices, but it also goes into some mindset things as well. Visit that. And then in that document, there should be a link to our Facebook group where we have a support system for you where you can bounce ideas off. We also share some recipes and different ideas to help create a more rounded, more flavorful keto diet. Because folks, there's a difference between going keto and having it dirty keto and clean keto. And when you go clean keto with the 90, it's game changer. And that's why we've called it Keto 90 Game Plan. So that's keto90gameplan.com. So Aaron, go ahead and check that out. Join our group. I look forward to seeing you inside and also helping you break some plateaus and reach some goals.
If you don't lose weight or don't have any changes, then why would that be is kind of a mystery.
So there's a digestive issue, my friend. We'll work more on that digestive issue, making sure that you get that I-26 in there. Are you taking the I-26?
No, I've never heard of that.
Yep. So I-26 helps with eliminating any pathogens that may be causing interruption in that digestion. So I-26, folks, it comes in powder, pills, or powder, chewables, and capsules. So
Okay,
if you
really-
are not working with a coach, go to DailywithDoc.com. You'll find that in our store. If you are working with a coach, make sure that you get back with them and say, hey, I want some extra help with my digestion. I want some I-26. And then let them know. The powder, it's just 1 scoop. You mix it in about 2-3 ounces of water, drink it, and it tastes like the pastry shell of an eclair without the chocolate. So it actually has a pleasant taste to it, not overbearing. But do not eat it within 2 hours of eating eggs, and do not mix it with anything warm or hot because that will denature the antibodies in the I-26. So just some little helpful hints there on the I-26. It's an amazing, amazing product. Dr. Wallach, let's go over to a question that came in on Facebook actually a couple days ago that I apologize, Marianne, we keep losing time. So I am going to be asking a question, Dr. Wallach. This woman is 34 years old, 250 pounds, 5'5". She has Sjogren's syndrome and severe allergies. And she's wanting to know what she can do. And it's sad to say that this woman works in a medical office. She's a clinic supervisor. But she's having problems with brittle nails, gum disease. She has pain in her back, neck, and hips with excessive tooth decay. She has memory loss, eyesight problems. She craves foods, fried foods, dry eyes and skin. She's losing her hair. She has a slight heart issue that she is controlled by medication. She craves sweets, carbohydrates. She is very tired after meals, and she sweats excessively. She also has extreme allergies, both food and environmental, with foot fungus, constipation, and she takes fiber for constipation. So
Is
she's
that
got a
all
lot of
troubling your
stuff.
cousin?
Not my cousin.
No,
This
that's an old statement. When somebody would list 50 different diseases, you say, is that all that's troubling your cousin?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. And so, yeah, this is very typical of people with absorption problems. They're eating a lot of gluten. Wheat, bran, rye, and oats, eat buckwheat. They're getting the phagopyrines, can't absorb stuff even if they're supplementing. And then when you have all these various symptoms, they're on medication, getting sleepy after meals, that's reactive hypoglycemia, okay, all that kind of stuff. This is not difficult, okay, but we need to be forthright here and get right down to it. She weighs 250 pounds. She's 5'5". At 5'5", she should weigh 135 pounds. So she needs to lose 100 pounds, okay? So we want her to have one keto meal a day. Doesn't have to be the same meal. And it's when you add the keto shake, it's the only meal you're going to have, okay? You're not going to have anything else at that meal, okay? You don't want to add the keto shake to a meal. When you're wanting to lose weight, you have to take the keto shake, and that's a meal replacer, okay? Not a meal like a dessert or something like that, okay? Then I want her to have one meal a day, the keto shake, and it doesn't have to be the same meal every day. And she'll begin to lose almost immediately, half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And then she needs 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, full of everything twice a day. Then I want her to have 2 bottles a month of our MSM thing take, and that's for her skin and her hair and all this other stuff. I want her to her bone marrow, white blood cells, platelets, red blood cells. And I said sweeties for the sleepiness, right? And when her
Yes.
has sweeties, okay. And then we also want her to have for the bone marrow, okay, again, the MSM. Let's see here. The sleepiness, we did that. Okay, I think we're covering almost everything here. The carbohydrate stuff. When you're taking all these 90 essential nutrients in the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, your craving for carbohydrates kind of goes away. But she needs the sweeties to do with the sleepiness, because boy, if she's driving and she goes to sleep an hour after she's eaten lunch or something like that, that's dangerous. So she needs to be taking 2 or 3 of our sweeties, okay, twice a day, okay, and that's going to help her level out her blood sugar, okay. And then it doesn't hurt to throw in the hair, skin, and nails. Take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. They're little bottles, and they will help her with her hair loss and skin issues and so forth, fingernails and toenails and all this kind of stuff. And I think that covers. Oh, I do also want her to have our rebound, our sports drink, okay, with 100 nutrients in it, 75 minerals, and 25 vitamins, amino acids. But I want her to use either the sticks, okay, no carbonation, or she can use the canister, no carbonation. If she uses the cans, it's work, because you got to pop the tops on them at night, put them in the refrigerator, so at night all the gas is going out of them, all the carbonation is going away, so they're flat in the morning, okay. And I do both, you know. I take I take the canisters, I take the sticks, I also use the cans, but I'm very, very diligent. I don't drink them. I don't just pop them and drink them. I'll pop the tops on and put them in the refrigerator tonight and drink them tomorrow. Okay, you got to really pay attention to that detail. Okay, let's see here.
With Sjogren's syndrome, Dr. Wallach, some of the most common side effects happen to be dry eyes, dry mouth. It affects those glands that help control the moisture. What would you recommend?
Okay, well, again,
And it's quote unquote an autoimmune.
no, it's not autoimmune. It's osteoporosis of the skull. Okay, squeezing the optic nerve, the optic artery, and the optic vein. Okay, squeezing the 8th cranial nerve. You get dizziness and tinnitus and ringing in the ears and all that kind of stuff. It squeezes the optic nerve, olfactory nerve, so you lose your sense of smell. The heart rhythm is all messed up. Well, that's because it's squeezing the 10th cranial nerve, the vagus nerve. The skull is busy there, squeezing all these things, and so that's why the MSM, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, doesn't hurt to throw in the collagen peptides. Scoop of that with the morning drinks, with the evening drink, and don't forget the rebound. Enormous amount of minerals in the rebound, 75 minerals, which helps rebuild the skull and all the bones and the vertebrae in the back and the shoulders and the hips and the knees and all this kind of stuff.
All right. Well, we have about 7 minutes, Dr. Wallach. Let's try to get 2 more questions in here.
Okay.
And Let's go to Jill. Jill, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello there. Thank
Hi.
you for
Hello.
taking my call. I have two questions, but I think they'll be shorter ones. They are both on animal, not on human. I have someone who is an owner of a 6-year-old Scottish fold cat. And she says that she's looking for something to help her cat because that breed is prone to arthritis and spinal issues. And she was inquiring whether we had something
Do you know
for
how much
that.
that cat weighs? You know how much the cat weighs?
Oh, that was a mistake. I did not ask. I'm sorry, Doc.
Okay. All right. So let's just go 3 to 5 pounds, which is common for a cat. Okay. Unless it's a lion, we'll go 400 pounds. But
Mhm.
okay. Okay. So needs a good brand of canned cat food with vitamins, minerals added to it. Okay. Not just a can of tuna or table scraps or stuff like that. Good can of cat food with vitamins, minerals in it. Follow the label for direction and amounts. And then we also want that cat to have a half a scoop, okay, of the Arthrodex. Half a scoop of Arthrodex. And cats love it because it's got fish livers in there. They love it. Okay, that's a major supplement program for cats and dogs and even birds. Okay, so they'll go that direction. What's the second one?
The second one is a dog. Well, I hear a lot of different dogs who have problems with their anal glands and that they have to be expressed. And someone came in today and asked me about that her dog has this problem. What can they do?
Okay, well, I go again with a good can of dog food, canned dog food with all the vitamins and minerals in it. Per 20 pounds of body weight is 1 scoop of the Arthrodex. And a lot of times the anal gland thing can be due to a back issue, squeezing nerves, okay, to control the anal glands. And so this is why you want that Arthrodex. And let's go there. And it wouldn't hurt to put a dish of that's going to be the source of water for this dog and the cat, both of them. Put an ounce of our liquid plant minerals per quart of water. An ounce of the plant mineral per quart of water put in that dish. And some of them will walk away from it for a while, but after a day or two, they're going to get thirsty and they'll drink it. Okay, if they don't like it with 1 ounce per quart, go to a half an ounce per quart. But they need those minerals, tone up the muscles on both ends, the mouth and the anal area. But this is easily resolved.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
You bet. Thank you.
All
Okay, we
right.
got time for one more.
Thank you, Jill. Yep, let's go up to Walter. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Walter.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm calling for my dad who lives in Germany. He's 6'4" and 210 pounds and 83 years old. This is for his medical history. He had kidney stones before. He's pre-diabetic. He has heart problems and he had a pacemaker attached to him. And he's currently in hospital with, they're saying, hemorrhoids. From what I remember, I don't live there. I live in the United States now. So from what I remember, he's often sleepy and takes a lot of naps. And I know he's on at least 5 different meds right now.
Okay, so here we go. He's got to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no butter, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet drinks and the carbonated water got to go. And then at 210 pounds, I want him to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. We ship to Germany. We have warehouses in Europe and all that kind of stuff. And so they can help you get all this done. He needs 2 of the healthy brain and heart packs per month, full dose twice a day. He needs MSMs, 2 bottles a month, so he can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner to deal with all his joints and bones and stuff. And then he also needs the collagen peptides, a scoop of that with his morning drink, scoop with his evening drink. And for his heart, I want him to have the Cardio FX. He can have 2 doses a day of the Cardio FX. If he's sleepy all the time, he may be having reactive hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. So he does need the sweeties. Take 3 of those twice a day and see if that doesn't help. Okay. And when it comes to the hemorrhoids, see here, he said a kidney issue. Okay, is he on dialysis?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. He's
I
on
would have
kidney
to
issues.
ask him, though.
Yeah, he also needs the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. He could take 3 of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. The Ultimate Daily Classic tablets will support healthy blood flow through blocked arteries in the brain, the heart, and the kidneys. Okay. And the kidneys, when those arteries get blocked in the kidneys, they put out a hormone to drive the blood pressure up to try and get more blood into the kidneys to filter. That's his job. Okay. And so that's all, this is all resolvable. This is all stuff that goes along with nutritional deficiencies. And at his age, it's not unusual for people, as they get older, they start contracting on what they eat, and they're eating very small variety of food, and they're not taking lots of vitamins and minerals and stuff. And so their nutrition is kind of spiraling downward as a result. Okay. And so this is easily resolved, but he's going to have to, somebody's going to have to make sure he's getting all these nutrients and taking them. See, I'm 84.
Right,
Okay.
I know.
Yeah. And most people think I'm in my 50s, okay, because of my energy levels and that kind of stuff and my physical looks and everything. And so your dad can do this too. It'll take him a couple of months to get there, but somebody's going to have to coach him and make sure he's getting everything he needs. If you leave it to him, he's not going to change his ways.
I'm going to try to help because I'm really a health conscious person, too. I do know he likes a lot of bread and cereal, and
well, there you go. That's gluten.
He's definitely using vegetable oils too, and
There
I
you
think
go.
I think he likes to drink carbonated water. A lot of people in Europe like carbonated water, so
I know.
yeah. So
That's why they're all
very
crazy.
Yeah. So I don't do that, but I know he's been doing that, and he does like supplements. So I think I can get him on board with switching from meds to the supplements, making a good transition.
Very good, Walter. Sounds like he's got a great son. So stand strong. You can do it. And thank you so much for coming on behalf of your father and asking questions.
Keep us informed, because a lot of 80-year-olds out there want to know what's going on. So keep us informed. Walk you through this.
Thank you.
All right. Now, Dr. Wallach, it is 9 minutes till the hour. Do you have a quick thought on what about pools and that have chlorine and public pools? I mean, people love to go swimming, Dr. Wallach, especially in this heat.
All right. Well, again, chlorine is an essential nutrient, okay, as long as you don't abuse it like everything else, okay? So chlorine in a swimming pool, you don't want to be sitting in a swimming pool for 3 hours, okay? What you want to do is you say, okay, I'm going to take 10, 15 minutes in the middle of the day when it's hot, okay, hit the pool. And that's where you want to go. You don't want to be sitting in the pool for an hour, 2 or 3 hours a day, or an hour 3 times a day. Don't do that. Okay. And on the cooler days, you're better off because the chlorine is quiet. On the hot days, the chlorine turns gaseous. Okay.
You can sure smell it on those hot days.
Yeah, you can smell it. Yeah. And that's on the hot days. Okay. It goes out of solution into the gases, and that becomes problematic. So on the cooler days, even though the water maybe not as warm as you'd like it, but it's safer.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. Another day well spent with you. Thank you for the information and getting some new questions, new people. I love it, Dr. Wallach. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you. And to everybody, let's hear from you on a regular basis. God bless you. I know he loves you. Bye-bye.
God bless you, Doc. All right. If I could get my co-hosts on with me, I would greatly appreciate it. And there was a question about using soap. Yes, it's okay to use soap, but you definitely want to make sure that you look at the ingredients. And as a soap maker myself, yes, it does require oils, but folks, they go through a saponification process that takes out a lot of those harmful antioxidants that are not antioxidants, oxidation that creates problems within the body. So make sure that you have one that's full of fat. I personally love the soap that Longevity offers, because we have a couple different options with our beauty bar, and then also we have one that has lavender and tea tree, and it just feels great on the skin. So there's a quick little answer to that. And I just want to thank my co-hosts. We are growing, folks. I have a huge team. And there are some people that have the ability, the time, the desire to step up and help put on a program like this, that are already working their businesses because they have that passion to help people. And if you were invited by somebody to watch this program, make sure that you get back with them. They cared enough to make sure that you had information that empowers you to take control of your health, folks. If you're hurting, there's a reason why. Let's address that underlying cause instead of just mask the symptoms. But I have with me today Ruth Ellen Sanchez, who is my executive production manager. She helps me organize everything. We get everything set up in place. She has done a great job training AJ, who brings in another special set of skills that is like blowing social media up and all of the different platforms. So we are super thankful and happy to have him on board with us as well. We have Phyllis, who has been with Dr. Wallach for, well, since the beginning, folks. And her husband were very instrumental in getting Dr. Wallach on the radio in the beginning and getting his program syndicated. Well, now she's helping us on the digital end of it and going even bigger and broader than radio and the AM FM waves, where we are using, what would it be called? The internet waves, to go even farther beyond our borders of and beyond where those previous waves reached. And then we also have Marilyn, which in the beginning I told you want to make sure that you have that chat open, because she puts a wealth of information in there. And yeah, she's fingers. She's got magic fingers there. And I have Phyllis, she does too. So the two of them do a little bit of tag teaming and fill in for each other. And we have Sherry, another amazing coach who is, okay, there are no small jobs in this production, okay? So where she thinks that maybe just letting people in, her and Albert both, letting people in, watching cameras, folks, it's required. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be in the room with us to watch. So I just want to do a special shout out to them as well, because that is such an important job. And we have added Albert to the team here, as he is always showing up, and he is building a business in South Africa, reaching beyond places that, it's not many people are on the longevity products there, folks. And if you live in an area where you've never heard of longevity before, then this might be the reason why you are watching this program. So make sure that you get back with the person that shared this program with you, or if there's nobody to thank, go to DailywithDoc.com, use that contact us. And for everybody, we have a newsletter. Make sure that you're signed up for it. You are able to submit questions through that sign up, and let us know if you are working with somebody, if you're on products, what your questions are, or if you need a little help tweaking what you're on to help you reach your goals. That's what we are here for. And then we also have Coach Rod coming with us from sports. AJ's going like this, from sports, and well, he's got a lot of background, folks, and a lot of skills, techniques, knowledge that he is bringing to us. So I look forward to some shows that he will be doing and presenting to our audience, and also he and AJ doing in the near future, and providing a little bit of variety and mixing it up a little bit, folks, because we want to meet everybody where they're at. And these guys are hilarious, just forewarning. So thank you, Coach Rod, for being part of this team also, and also being out there in the different platforms and fielding questions as they're coming in and having that interaction with people. Because, folks, we're not a bot. We're real people. We're really here, and we're really here to help you. So get back with the person that shared this program with you. And remember, Monday through Friday from 12 to 12:50 p.m. Pacific time. That's like almost midnight for Albert soon. So we're here 24/7. You can plug into us on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're getting on Brighteon, where those have to be manually loaded, and also Patreon, gotta manually load those. But folks, we're getting the message out there, and we do it more efficiently when you help us and share the message. So share the message and be part of the team so that you also can have that feeling of how awesome it is to have people like the person that was in that case study reach out and say, I no longer have those symptoms. And she was only on the program 2.5 months, folks. It's possible, and it happens each and every day. So let us hear your story. Again, use that contact us on DailywithDoc.com. And until next time, bye for now.